Warhammer 40K Boltgun is a first-person shooter developed by Auric Digital, published by Focus Entertainment, and released on May 23, 2023 for all modern platforms. The story, set after the event of the first Space Marine, follows a Space Marine named Malum Cato on his journey to find a power source that caused the rift to open, unleashing Chaos Space Marines. Before I get too far, let me give fair warning, as I'll be comparing this game to Doom. A lot. The first thing you'll notice is that in both games you're all alone against the evil hordes. But what separates Doom from this is that at least you get the option for co-op. Boltgun, however, doesn't have that option. A single person against a walking tank. Makes sense, I guess. Anyways, the next thing you'll notice is a vast comparison in level design. While both games have a lot of room to explore, Doom does a better job with freedom of movement. Boltgun's exploration is a little more linear and does have some elements of backtracking. And that's what's most important, freedom of exploration. Next up are the weapons. While not 100% similar, both have weapons that made each franchise successful. Doom has the BFG and Warhammer 40K has Boltgun. Regardless, both games have awesome weapons to deliver destruction and death on the enemy. But what separates Doom from Boltgun is the melee weapon. Doom has the chainsaw and fist, Boltgun has the chain sword. And ripping enemies in half with either weapon never gets old. Next on the menu is navigation. As already mentioned, Doom encourages exploration. Boltgun has a go from point A to point B and so on. What also separates Doom from Boltgun is that Doom has a handy minimap, Boltgun has a pathfinder. While this can be useful, maps do a better job of reorienting yourself. What truly separates Doom from Boltgun is that in Boltgun, you'll come across hordes of enemies in certain spots of the level, while Doom's enemies are always there. The biggest difference in levels is that in Doom, when you finish a level, you get to keep everything, but in Boltgun, if your health and contempt are exceeding, then you go back to default when you start the next level. Speaking of which, there are no shortage of secrets in either game. They are hidden well in both games, but Doom does a better job of making them found more rewarding. That's not to say finding a secret in Boltgun isn't rewarding, it's what you find that makes the difference. And the rewards you find in Boltgun can't be found anywhere else. And when you find them, it makes you wish they appear more often. The enemies in both franchises are memorable and iconic. Doom has memorable foes like zombies, imps, pinky demons, and so on. Boltgun has cultists, Chaos Space Marines, and Terminators, blue horrors, and so on. And both games excel in the ultra-violence, but the difference is that Doom makes an art out of it. Boltgun is more go to point A, kill a bunch of enemies, move on, rinse, repeat. Boltgun is also faster paced, while Doom is more take your time. No comment. Both games excel in the graphics department and already mentioned awesome enemies to kill. Main difference is after an enemy is dead, Boltgun relishes in the guts of defeated foes. The blood splash is a nice but unnecessary effect. Doom, on the other hand, just has corpses and sometimes remains of enemies that have exploded. One other thing that Boltgun has that Doom doesn't is voice acting. The voices are decent and does bring the characters to life, but sometimes what they say is a bit weird. Especially to those who aren't familiar with the Warhammer 40K franchise. One thing that truly separates Boltgun from Doom is taunting your foes. What purpose does this serve? Not a whole lot. I guess actions truly do speak louder than words. There is background music, but Doom's soundtrack is so much better. But does anything I've said make Boltgun a bad game? Absolutely not. Boltgun is awesome in its own right, but the problem is that it borrows a little too much from Doom to make it stand out. For those who are fans of first-person shooters, ultra-violent games, Warhammer 40K, or whatever, give it a go. While Boltgun won't win originality points, it is a worthy successor of Doom and gets a 7 out of 10.